Hey, what's up guys, Mishu from Mishu Productions, and today I bring another video. Today's video I'll be comparing Fortnite versus PUBG. Now disclaimer, I think that both of these games are amazing, and we'll try to view this argument from a middle ground perspective. Now I do prefer PUBG over Fortnite, just saying. Okay, let's get right into the video. Well, before we get started, I just want to say that we're very close to 100 subs, so please subscribe to the channel in order to help me reach that milestone. Okay, I'll first be talking about what Fortnite does better than PUBG. The first big thing that has led Fortnite to its success is its ease for beginner players. An example of this is the simplicity of the game. Players are easily spotted, maps are a smaller size than PUBG, and the guns have little to no recoil. To be a good Fortnite player, you don't need much more than to know how to build well, and have a little bit of game sense. Fortnite also does not have many attachments and important items compared to PUBG, so it's a lot easier to learn the game. For example, if you pick up a scar in Fortnite, you don't need to worry about finding attachments to make the gun better or even usable. Also, the only guns that are projectiles are snipers. Every other gun in the game is a hit scan. The game also appeals to younger audiences as it has a very flashy art style. Mechanically, Fortnite is pretty simple as the guns don't have much recoil and you're not punished for movement. Fortnite also has a very distinct mechanic, which is the building. Fortnite, you do not have to worry about going through an empty field, as if you need cover, you can build it. Also, when you're going into the safe zone, it is very hard to see players, so you're not as vulnerable as in PUBG. There's a lot of distortion if you look towards the play zone, or if you look from the play zone outside into the storm. So, that's pretty important. So, pretty much Fortnite is more popular than PUBG just because of how beginner friendly it is, as people can easily get into the game and get kills easily. We'll now move on to what PUBG does better than Fortnite. A reason why people might prefer PUBG is the amount of realism and the skill ceiling. In PUBG, the guns have a very significant recoil and every gun is projectile based. The game's guns are all very different from each other and will take some time to learn how to use them all. There's also the backpack mechanic, which limits the amount of things you can carry. In Fortnite, you can carry unlimited amounts of ammo, which allows you to make a lot of shots and not worry about running out of ammo. In contrast, PUBG does not allow you to do this, as your backpack will control how much of anything you can carry. There's also armor, which is a harder concept to master than compared to PUBG. Fortnite's shield. Another thing that makes PUBG great is the first-person mode. I want to say that Fortnite does not need the first-person mode, as you can't move the camera freely in Fortnite. So basically that kind of eliminates rooftop campers, kind of. So it's not as needed. Also, you can't lean, so you can't be on a wall and just check around the corner. But, I mean, it's nice to have first person. One of my favorite things about PUBG is the attachments. If you pick up an M24 or an AWM, you will probably need a nice scope for it. This mechanic makes the game more difficult as if you find a sniper or any gun in the game, you won't be able to use its potential without any attachments. The characters in PUBG are less flashy as Fortnite characters and will be harder to spot. The clothing in the game sometimes camouflages into maps. Talking about the maps, PUBG maps are a lot larger, meaning that vehicles are a very important mechanic to try and escape the circle. Speaking about the circle in PUBG does not distort vision at all inside or outside the play zone, making players very vulnerable when coming inside the circle. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. Please leave your thoughts on this argument. Please don't full on try and kill each other in the comments, but I really like to know your opinion on this argument. Also, tell me if this video made you think differently of any of these two games. I think they're both great games. I don't have as much time on Fortnite as I do on PUBG, but that's solely because of the existence of PUBG, not because Fortnite is a bad game. Well, anyways, guys, have a good day, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.
Yeah.